Yeah, this is another one that I missed while I was on vacation. But unlike Ninja Turtles and the Meg, this one came out on Netflix the day right before I was about to leave. But I wasn't going to have enough time to watch the movie, write a review, shoot the review, and then edit it all in a day. And yes, I did see that Demeter Dracula thing, but I think we're going to have more to talk about with this movie. Miraculous, Ladybug and Cat Noir the movie is based off the, I guess, popular animated series of the same name, which is about two teens named Marionette and Adrian, who lead double lives as superheroes known as Ladybug and Cat Noir, who fight the evil villain known as the Monarch. Yeah, I don't remember what the villain's name was. All I remember is that his whole thing was evil butterflies. So, technically, he's a more serious version of the Monarch. And when I say I guess this show is popular, I legit have no idea. All I really know about Miraculous is that it was a superhero show, and it was on Nickelodeon for a while until moving over to Disney Channel, where I guess it got more of a fan base. I'm not sure if that fan base consists of both kids and adults, or just kids, but I guess it was popular enough to spawn a feature film that debuted on Netflix a couple weeks back, and was in the top 10 for a bit. And of course, right when I get back from vacation, it's not there anymore. But you know what? I watched it anyway, and I still want to talk about it. Oh, by the way, at the beginning of this, I explained the plot of the TV show, and the reason for that is, this movie's the prequel. So right off the bat, if you have absolutely no knowledge of this show like me, you can go into this completely blind and follow everything perfectly. And I should probably say this now because it's going to affect some things I say later on. I actually did decide to watch an episode of the TV series right after the movie. And after watching that one episode, I can totally see why they decided to make this a prequel movie. In the episode I watched, which was the first episode, they didn't care to give you any context of who these characters are supposed to be, why they're superheroes, and all we really know is that the villain is the father of the Cat Noir character, and he's got some evil butterflies that he uses to control people. It's like dropping you into the middle of an anime series or movie that you know nothing about. So thank God the movie immediately starts off with explaining all that, and as it goes on, we do get more of an idea of how all this works. One thing that did get a major upgrade from the series is the animation. I didn't know going in what the animation of the show looked like, so at first, I thought it was just good. But after seeing what the show did look like, I thought it looked much better than it had any right to be, and it basically did what the Paw Patrol movie did, where the characters almost look completely different. One thing I was not expecting was that both the movie and the show seem to be very anime inspired. The way characters react with their expressions, the romance between our two leads, and the fact that the two of them have these two little creatures that follow them around and give them their powers. The show's intro, of course. And if this ain't a dead giveaway, I don't know what is. But it is definitely used more in the show than it is here in the movie. Oh, and the other thing? The cat kid is literally dressed like a furry. It's funny how he keeps referring to the Ladybug character as a watermelon, but he has no room to talk. He's got the cat ears, a tail that I swear to God is a belt, and to top it all off, he's got a little bell around his neck. Who's the watermelon now, bitch? I did actually end up enjoying some of the action scenes. Okay, they're nothing amazing, but for the movie they're taking place in, they're the most enjoyable scenes in the movie. I found our two leads to be pretty likable, but more with our Marionette and Adrian! Because when they're superheroes, I found the cat guy to be so ungodly annoying. So basically what they're like as superheroes is, think Spider-Man if he was two different people. Because you got one who's dressed up like a bug person and swinging around, and the other one who's always making a bunch of quippy remarks. And if you thought Spider-Man's quips could be bad, you want to punch this guy in the face every time he makes one. He also constantly screams, whines, thinks he's Mr. Hot Shit, and never shuts the hell up. And I'm not even kidding. It does almost get to a point where he sounds like Cool Cat.
Hey, I'm Cat Noir. What up, bro? Hey, Watermelon, you go over there and do that. Hey, let me scratch my chest. I'm a bully and I'm gonna get you tomorrow? Oh, no! What should I do? No!
And the weird thing is, when he's Adrian, he's calm and quiet, mostly due to his life at home. I guess it's kind of like in Shazam, where you got Billy Batson and Shazam, who are two totally different people. But besides all that, this is a pretty generic superhero movie, which I'm not honestly shocked by. If you've seen any superhero movie, particularly the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie, you've seen the Miraculous movie. Hell, another movie that has a lot of comparisons to this is the Powerpuff Girls movie, because that's also the prequel movie to a TV show about superheroes. Yeah, for the most part. But unlike Powerpuff Girls, where the whole origin is in the intro, Miraculous just drops your ass into the middle of everything, hoping you can fend for yourself to figure it all out. One thing I was unaware of until after the movie was over, though, was the fact that not only is this just a prequel movie, but it's also the finale to the last season of the show. Now you're probably wondering, how the hell do they do that? Well, they do it in a decent enough way that doesn't take you out of the movie and confuses you. The first half of the movie deals with the prequel aspect stuff, where we find out how they got their powers and all that. Then halfway through the movie, after the first or second big action scene, they do a montage that transitions us into the season finale part of the movie, which is also the dumbest part of the movie, but I'll get to all of that. And since I had never seen a single episode beforehand, I of course just assumed that all this happened way before anything in the show, and that the villain was made for the movie. But then I watched one episode and realized that the Monarch was still in it, and thanks to my good old friend IMDb Trivia, I found a lot of answers to a bunch of questions that I had. But even if this movie is pretty generic, doesn't mean that genericness can't have its ups and downs. How I briefly mentioned the Paw Patrol movie earlier, in that movie, my favorite character was the generic mustache-twirling bad guy. In this movie, it's hands down the generic pretty girl bully who's so generic that not only does she talk like this,
You are so dead. Like, oh my god, I can't even. I need more likes on my Instagram because I don't have a life.
boo you whore, but she also, I shit you not, has the girl with glasses that follows her around and obeys her every command. But mostly she was my favorite because she has my favorite line in the movie.
Wait, is that another girl wearing an Crest sweater?
Who dares?
Who dares? I shall find them and give them 0 likes on Instagram.
You just ruined my Gabriel Crest sweater!
Yeah, is that supposed to mean something to me? Because it doesn't. Oh, and did I forget to mention that this is a musical? Well, it is, and it's one of my biggest problems with the movie. Honestly, the songs were decent enough, but they're also pretty forgettable, sometimes feel forced, and there's even a couple times where the movie will stop dead just so they can happen.
We interrupt this broadcast with a special report. A new wave of panic is spreading near the Louvre Museum.
Not a star in the sky, with no sound to be heard and reality blurred. Dreams are gone with the light.
And every time one did start, it would catch me off guard.
You're right, Mom.
What I could be if I believed in me.
Actually, I will be honest, the villain song is pretty good. But it's the villain song, so of course it is.
I'll take the worst, the bottom rung. Who'll be the first? Now that I've begun. Give me your lost, give me your tired. You're outcast, you're uninspired. So what? Chaos will reign today.
I did also notice a few mess-ups or terrible transitions here and there. During the opening of the movie, Marinette is walking to school through the whole thing, but for whatever reason at one point, she gets onto a bike, but then starts walking again through the rest of it.
I wish that could be true. What I could be if I believed in me. Maybe today I'll dream away and everyone will see.
Her going to school is less of a commute and more of a trip, but I just wanted to bring that up because I'm just being picky. And then there is this terrible edit, which I swear to God I didn't mess with this.
That's so cool!
My love, where is that dress you promised me?
It didn't even give you time to breathe. It was just like, gotta get to the next thing, we gotta go, 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 go! But then probably the most confusing thing in the movie, and I gotta kind of explain this. So, there's a scene where Ladybug and Cat Noir are in a church together, and it is just them, and this maybe security guard just walking around. So I want you to keep that in mind. They're the only ones there. Watch this.
How do you know?
It's obvious. Look at the pictures. They don't even look like they like each other. Not in this one. Or this one. Or even that one. Anyway.
How the hell did she get half of those pictures? How did she get any of those pictures? She's putting Spider-Man to shame! And you bet your ass this movie is not above a fart joke. Oh no, let me rephrase that. A character who constantly keeps shitting himself. So I mentioned before that the two of them have these little creatures with them. The Cat Noir kid, of course, has this little cat creature, and even if they're trying to have a serious conversation, will constantly be doing this. Man, ever since my mom died, I have not been that happy. But now that I met her, I think things are gonna be going my Oh, you gotta excuse me, kid. I'm just shitting all over your nice white couch, eating this rotten cheese. Yeah, that's very much how it plays out. But by far, the worst and most insane part of this movie is the third act, which I cannot go on without explaining. So, if you care about spoilers for Miraculous and Cat Noir, whatever the hell this thing is called, skip to this point in the video. You gone? Good. And I'm gonna try to explain this really quickly. So in the third act of this movie, the two of them as superheroes are starting to fall in love with each other, but oh no, she loves Adrian, he loves Cat Noir, or fuck, no, he likes Ladybug. Not knowing this character, he probably is in love with himself. So we have the dumbass third act where there's a bunch of misunderstandings, they're all mopey and dopey, and even the dumb, pretty bitch girl just goes up to Mira and is like, Adrian is mine, he's not yours, he loves me. Oh, and I forgot to mention the villain's whole motive. So, his wife died. He is the father of Cat Noir, the Adrian kid. Keep that in mind, because it'll come back later. So we had the big climax. The Monarch finds out that Adrian is Cat Noir. It goes into this whole backstory with some actually really good 2D animation about his wife and her passing and how, oh, you needed your mother more than you needed me. The movie then wraps up with them going to this ball, which was mentioned at the beginning of the movie in the prequel half, which makes me wonder, does everything that happens in the series happen in the span of a month? Because they say at the beginning that the ball is in December, and I guess the school year just started. I have no idea. But then, in the last second of the movie, it takes an immediate freaking left turn. So, something, I guess, happened to the Monarch guy. He didn't die. I guess he just disappeared or something. I have no idea. So, we cut to his helper person or whatever.
Natalie.
Oh, by the way, he's like this clothes designer. He's really rich and shit. We cut to his, not his designer, his helper maid person. I don't remember what she was. She goes into this secret room, and I shit you not, laying there under this tree in this secret room is his dead wife's corpse! What the fuck? This is the last moment of the movie. It shows that and it's like, Miraculous the movie, goodbye, see you later. No, you gotta explain this shit. Where did that come from? And here's the most insane part. She, I'm pretty sure, has been dead for a damn good while because in the flashback thing, Adrian is a little kid. So how come she is not a skeleton with rotting pieces of flesh all over her? Oh my god. Look, this movie is completely fine. It's decent. It's tolerable enough. But because of that, I need a sequel. This deserves an immediate sequel. Why? Why does he have his dead wife's corpse laying in a secret room? And it's not like Mr. Freeze where his wife is frozen. No, she's just laying there dead. And this is the point in the movie where I really wish I didn't do this as a review, but a video where I watched the movie. But I was watching this at 1 in the morning, so I'm like, no, I want to go to bed after this. I just realized that kid is going to be fucking scarred if he sees that. But in the end, Miraculous the movie was a very okay watch. I can definitely say it's not for me, but it's not intended for me. It's intended for little kids who just want to see some fun superhero stuff. Fans of the show will probably enjoy this fine and appreciate finally getting some context to a few things and a major boost in the animation. As for anyone else, I can't say that you're missing much, but if you do end up having to watch it, it's not that bad and it's a decent enough waste of 2 hours. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention, this movie is damn near 2 hours long, but it does fly by really freaking quickly. I'm gonna give Ladybug and Cat Noir the movie a C. Oh, and speaking of the Monarch, I still have yet to watch the Venture Bros movie. By the time I get to it, the Metalocalypse movie will be out. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching my ramble, subscribe to my channel, like this video, turn on the notification bell, and I'll be back with more reviews very soon. See you then.